The most annoying part of me owning e-bikes is finally fixed. If you guys have been following me for a while now, then you guys know that every single time that I need to take any of my bikes anywhere, I have to fold down the seats of my car and throw the bike in the back of the car. And these bikes, they are not easy to get in and out of the car. They have destroyed my rear bumper. But I finally have a solution thanks to Outfitr. They reached out offering to send me out a double e-bike carrier, and I said, yes, please. I need one, and I hate that I've gone so long without one. So today, we're gonna take a look at it, put it together, see how it holds up some bikes, and then take it on a road trip with the mini bike, which it's not entirely designed for, but we'll see if it works. Let's go. So if you guys have been following me for a while, then you guys know that whenever I travel or I have to bring my bike somewhere, I throw it in the back of my car. Like, you should see the rear bumper of my car is so scratched up. I'm just like picking up the bike, letting it sit on the bumper, and then pushing it in. I personally don't care for that, but it's just annoying to deal with. So for the longest time, I've been searching for a bike rack, something that could handle both my Super 73, my P51, and maybe some mini bikes as well. And that is what is in this box today. In this box, we have a double e-bike carrier from Outfitr, perfect for both of my bikes, maybe even mini bikes as well. And like I mentioned, I'm gonna need that to bring this bike somewhere later on in this video. So let's go ahead, unbox it, assemble it, and see how it holds up on my car. Because for the longest time, I had a 2-inch hitch receiver installed from U-Haul, like maybe 2 years ago, but never got a bike rack for it. So I'm excited for this one. Okay, so that's pretty funny. I was mentioning earlier in the video that I need this bike rack because I'm gonna meet up with Pat Outdoors, and he just called me talking about the upcoming weekend. So let's get this built because we're gonna be hauling some bikes with him. So I gotta figure out how exactly this works. Let's get into it. That's one way to do it, I suppose. Space saver. Oh, this is heavy. Okay, hold on. Let's get everything out of here first. Okay, so here's what we have. So this looks to be the ramp, so that way you can just slide the bike up and down the racks. 2 of the racks themselves, wheel mounts for the racks. That is where these trays or these racks or these, what do you call these parts, go. And then I'm assuming this is what actually goes onto my car hitch. So because I've never built one of these before, I'm actually going to read the manual for this to put it together properly. Hopefully it's not too difficult.
We slipped away, don't wanna die for love, just wanna do something dumb tonight. Nothing new, we ain't gonna be on for life, sad but true. Even if it ain't love, could pretend that it was if we really tried.
Okay, so ignore the mess, but here is the bike rack fully assembled and built as per the instructions. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and mount this to my car because, as you can see, I already have a 2-inch hitch receiver installed. And then here is what I was talking about with my bumper being so scratched up from mounting the bike inside the car. I'm just gonna mount the rack just to see how it is, mount a bike, probably my P51, and then I'm gonna see how a mini bike like the Hay Bike holds up on here. So let's see. See, this is exactly why I work out. But, okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this isn't exactly something you're supposed to either keep on removing from the car. Either you keep it on or you don't. So I'm gonna try and see how easy it is to keep it on. Did I crazy how just a few weeks ago we had a snowstorm and now it's damn near 80 degrees. So this might be the tricky part because it should just go in there like that. But to carry it, slide it in, and then line it up, that's gonna be tricky. Oh boy. On top, I just noticed too, my driveway is on an incline. Oh boy. Right, well, you've been saying you wanted a bike rack. Now you got one. Come on, at least slide in. Just slide in, please. Yes. Come on, where's the hole? Where's the hole? Where's the hole? Come on. There we go. You know what? I also just noticed something. I might be doing it wrong here, so bear with me, but if I do this, undo this. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, I'm not gonna lock it in, but yeah, I can bolt it up. Very nice. Let me see here. So if I just undo that latch, I can take out the ramp. Throw it down. Which way does the ramp go? Does it go the other way? Oh, I see. Hooks down here. Let me grab one of the bikes. You know what? Let's show this bike some love. So I'm gonna line this bike up with the rack. Oop, yeah, make sure the back one's lined up too. Get it over the wheel mounts. Line that up. Okay, let's remove the ramp. Huh, okay. So it fits the S1, no problem. Now if I want to remove it, what I'm gonna do is undo this, lower it, put the rack back on. It's gonna support the bike with my body. Okay, it's loose now. Get it off the tire ramp and slide it on backwards. Let me try it with another bike. Okay, so full transparency, for a bike like this one, I definitely recommend taking a battery off of the bike itself, just because you never know when it's like mounted on the back, you hit some bumps or something and it gets loose, battery could fall off and you don't want that. Up and over. Line that up. There we go. Crank that down. Line this up, take off the ramp, and crank it down. And if you need to, I guess, you can also just lower these, but since I'll be working with a few different variety of bikes, I think I'll be okay like this. But there's one more bike I want to see, which will definitely have some adjustments that I'm going to need to do to it. Just get it off. Over the rack hump. Okay, got to work on the alignment of mounting and dismounting it, but it's a lot easier than throwing it in the back of the car. I will admit that for sure. A ramp like this or a rack like this is not advertised to be able to support a bike like this, but with what Pat and I are doing this weekend, I got to see if it'll work. Let's see if we can just throw it over. Hoopla. Okay. I don't know about this. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna need to do some adjustments. Maybe get some ratchet straps, lower these a bit, but it can do mini bikes. Like I said, my driveway is on an incline, so it might look off balance, but if you really want to get specific, the chain kind of is the width of the bike itself. It does move around a bit. The front lines up with the fork. Oh, that does not look pretty at all, actually. So I'm definitely gonna have to look into getting ratchet straps for a bike like this and just lock it in for sure. But at least I know I can do it. All right, guys, so it is hot. I'm sweating. There is the bike rack. I want to go ahead, take a break for now, really fine tune everything for this weekend's ride with Pat outdoors. Got to bring a couple of bikes for him because I'm not going to spoil what he's going to do in this video yet, but got to fine tune that and then we should be good to go.
3 weeks later.
All right, finally have a chance to test out the rack with the Hey Bike Villain. Going over to visit Pat Outdoors on his property, so it's about a 2-hour drive. I know these racks weren't meant for mini pit bikes like this. It does shake around just a little bit, but it works if you just leave it like that for a short distance. But since I'm going to be driving for a while, I want to play it safe and keep it secured with some ratchet straps. So I'm going to do that and then hit the road. About 2/3 of the way there, getting gas. Fucking expensive, but it's holding up pretty well. Definitely would have been nervous because I've never done this before, but overall, pretty good. Okay, it's been a few weeks now, and is the double e-bike carrier from Outfitr worth it? Honestly, if you have fat tire e-bikes, for sure. I've only had the opportunity to take my mini bike, the Hay Bike Villain, out on a 2-hour drive to Pat Outdoors and go dirt riding with it and then bring it back as well. Like I mentioned in the video, the sizing of it with the rack that latches onto the wheels is a little bit off, but if you have some ratchet straps to really tie it down and secure it so it doesn't move around or shake around, it'll be perfectly fine. Also, along with that, fat tire e-bikes like my Super 73 or my P51 fit perfectly on the bike. Just as a good rule of thumb, always take off the battery that's mounted onto the bike if you can. You know, like the one that sits on top of the frame, always take that off if you're going to put the bike back there and drive around, because you do not want that thing to fall off. And that's not on the rack itself, that's just a good rule of thumb to have. Now, I didn't have an opportunity to drive around with my fat tire e-bikes just yet, but I'm currently working on rebuilding my P51, which means I gotta take it back outdoors to Pat's plate. I said that backwards. Either way, stay tuned if you want to see the rebuild process for my P51. I would have done like driving shots with the bikes on the rack, but for some reason I can't find my 360 camera to do that, so sorry. But if you guys want to get your own double e-bike carrier of your own, all of the information for a discount or the link itself will be in the description down below. It helps me out, it helps you out, everybody wins. So if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, drop a like, leave a comment down below if you have this rack or something similar from Outfitr, what your thoughts are on it, and subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you in the next one.